When Ubisoft Paris created Ghost Recon Breakpoint, they advertised it as an experience that was built from the ground up for co-op gameplay. Knowing this, you would think that every mechanical component would have been thought of and included to ensure that the co-op gameplay was efficient from a tactical perspective. There are many systems we can discuss when getting into how the game should have been formulated. When looking at it from a PvE multiplayer point of view, there has been consistent feedback from the community for Ubisoft to figure out why co-op players cannot see each other's red or green dot lasers while in night vision. This is just one issue of quite a few that we can discuss, but what I want to focus on today is friendly fire. As long as I've been playing tactical shooters, I've always experienced these games coming with friendly fire. Back when I really got into SOCOM, one of the main staples of not only its single-player campaign with your AI teammates, but its multiplayer gameplay was that the community always played with friendly fire on. You had the ability to run your game lobbies with friendly fire off, but the community as a whole rarely played in this manner. Fast forward to today, and Ubisoft Paris has created these Ghost Recon games without even implementing a toggle switch to put friendly fire on or off. They've completely abandoned the idea that teammates are able to shoot each other with their weapons. Now, of course, there's an exception. All explosives have friendly fire. You can use C4, grenades, rocket launchers, and they will all damage your teammates. However, when it comes to bullets, this is where Ubisoft has drawn the line, and I can't figure out why. If they have friendly fire enabled for explosives, why would they go out of their way to disable it for bullets? Now, before I get into my reasoning, it should be said, friendly fire needs to be included in the next iteration of this franchise. The game needs friendly fire, and that's that. But I've always had my suspicion as to why they leave this key mechanic out of the game, and it has to do with the fun factor. It's crazy to think about a development studio limiting the fun factor for their game, but when you're trying to funnel people into the PvP portion of the game, things could get complicated if people can create these scenarios on their own, especially with friends and communities who all play together. You see, Ghost Recon doesn't really have a dedicated PvP audience that is popular within the mainstream, so Ubisoft needs to ensure that they funnel as many people as possible into this game mode. However, if friendly fire was included in our Ghost Recon games, players would be able to run 2v2s, 1v3s, and create all sorts of personalized PvP game modes in the main game without having to go to the dedicated PvP game mode. I created a video a while back talking about a PvP game mode called the Lone Wolf. This game mode would work how I felt the single player portion of the game should have been. It would be one player versus multiple other players. The one player would have advantages such as syringes to heal, more bandages, more items to use like grenades, C4, mines, and the other players facing off against the single player would have less ammo, less grenades, no syringes, fewer bandages, things like that. Now, this is a game mode I discussed in detail that I wanted for a PvP game mode. However, imagine if friendly fire was turned on in our Ghost Recon games. You would be able to create these types of scenarios with you and a few of your own friends in the actual PvE portion of the game. You can shoot each other, blow each other up, hunt each other, run 1v3s or 2v2s. You can create your own escort quests where one or two players have to escort a VIP from one area to the next, and the other players have to find and kill that VIP. Obviously, this would have to be done with friends with an honor system, as it's very easy to go to the TAC map and see where other players are. But at this point, you understand where I'm coming from. This is why I believe Ubisoft is not looking to include friendly fire in their games. As well as players looking to create their own fun, perhaps Ubisoft doesn't think too highly of their own player base and thinks that the majority of players will either kill each other too much because they're bad, or grief each other too much because they're trolls. Either way, it's not a good reason to exclude this critical mechanic from this tactical shooter. Moving forward, I would really like to see friendly fire get included with Year 2. However, I know that this is probably unlikely, so I'd like to see this mechanic be implemented in our future Ghost Recon games, because regardless if you're in co-op or single mode gameplay with AI teammates, players want to have the opportunity to have this type of functionality in their tactical shooters because it represents a realistic take on combat, and that's what people want to experience. So, Ghosts, what do you think about this topic? Is friendly fire something you've wanted in your Ghost Recon games? If you play single player with AI teammates or co-op with friends, would you put friendly fire on or off if you were given the choice? Let me know in the comments what you would do, and if you had the opportunity to create your own PvP modes, what type of ideas and concepts would you come up with and create in your own privatized game lobbies? I'm looking forward to hearing some concepts. Okay, Ghosts, that's all for now. Everyone have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Alright guys, peace.